Hello class, you're welcome to another class on mathematics. We are still on money. In our last class, we talked about the meaning of money. Now we say money is the medium of exchange and payment for goods and services. And we also talked about the two types of money, which is the Naira and Kobo. So today we are going to be changing Naira to Kobo. When we are talking about Naira, we use this symbol to indicate Naira. And when we are talking about Kobo, we use this symbol to indicate Kobo. So now, before we go into changing Naira to Kobo, note that 1 Naira is 100 Kobo. 2 Naira is 200 Kobo. 3 Naira, 300 Kobo. 4 Naira, 400 Kobo. 5 Naira, 500 Kobo. 6 Naira, 600 Kobo. And that is how it goes. So now, when we want to change Naira to Kobo, it is very simple. If you look at the first one, I have 1 Naira. You can see my Naira symbol there showing that this is Naira, and you can see a decimal point there separating these two zeros, meaning these ones are 0 Kobo. So now, if I want to change this Naira to Kobo, all I need to do is to remove this Naira sign. I'm changing 1 Naira to Kobo. I remove the Naira sign and write out my 1. And again, I take away this decimal point there. I removed it as well. Then I bring down the 0 close to this 1, and I have my 100 Kobo. And when you are writing your Kobo, make sure you change this Naira to this Kobo. Naira sign comes before the money. Kobo signs comes after the numbers. So now, the same way we change this one, we are going to change 2 Naira in that symbol. I remove the Naira sign. I write out my 2. Also remove the decimal point. I bring this 20 close, and I have my 200 Kobo. Now, 3 Naira changing to Kobo. Once again, I take away the Naira sign and I bring out my 3. Write out my 3. And also, take away the decimal point and I bring down this 20 close to the 3, and I have my 300 Kobo. So now, here I have 1 Naira, 25 Kobo. So remember, we are changing Naira to Kobo. So we are only changing this 1 Naira because this 25 is 25 Kobo. It's already in Kobo, so we can no longer change it. We are only changing this 1 Naira. So now, remember, 1 Naira is 100 Kobo. So remove the Naira sign. You write your 100 Kobo plus, this one is already in Kobo. You write it out. 25 Kobo. So now we are going to add these two to get the total Kobo. Let's add it here. You come here, you have your 100 Kobo, then your 25 Kobo plus 0 plus 5 will give you 5. 0 plus 2 will give you 2. The 1 plus nothing will give you 1. So we have 125 kobo. That is 1 naira 25 kobo will give us 125 kobo. So now we'll go to the last one. We are going to change 3 naira 43 kobo to kobo. Remember what I said when we were solving this one, that this one is the naira and that is the only thing we are changing, because this 43 is already in kobo. That is what this point means. Any number that comes after the dot is kobo. So now 3 naira gives us 300 kobo. So you remove the naira sign and you write your 300, which is this 3 naira plus this one is already in kobo. You write your 43 kobo, this 300 kobo. So now we are going to add this 300 plus 43 to get our answer. Then you come here, you write your 300 plus 43 kobo. 43 kobo. So now we are going to add 0 plus 3 will give us 3. 0 plus 4 will give us 4. Now 0 plus nothing will give 3 plus nothing will give us 3. So our answer is 343 kobo. So you come here, that is the answer. 3 naira 43 kobo will give us 343 kobo. So kids, these are the ways we change naira to kobo. Don't forget that 1 naira is 100 kobo, 2 naira 200 kobo, 3 naira 300 kobo, 4 naira 400 kobo. The easiest way to change it, when this one is given to you, remove the naira sign, write out the number, remove the decimal number and put down the zeros there. Don't forget to write your kobo when you are changing to kobo, because if you use naira symbol instead of the kobo, you have gotten it wrong. So these are the ways you change your naira to kobo. So carry out your assignment. Good luck.